How are we going, folks? Welcome back to the Nightmare Cabin. I'm joined by Luke. You know him by now. And we are going to be reviewing the new album by Sevendust. This is
Oh
one.
yes,
And if you haven't already, click that link in the description. We got together not long ago and went through the band's entire back catalogue
we
in
did.
anticipation for
Yeah.
this. So, yeah, this is the little epilogue, the little add on to that. And yeah, so here we go. It's spring. You can all, I was saying to my wife in the car when I was listening to this, summer's officially here. It's every other year, like clockwork, since I was at school. And it's always like the announcement of summer. I know it's not officially summer, but you know what I'm getting at. Um, the soundtrack to summer, at least, has arrived. There's nothing in this book. But yeah, it's just around this time of year, you get a new Seven Dust album every other year, shall I say. And then that becomes the soundtrack to the summer for the rest of the year, basically, is what I'm saying. And yeah, what can I say? They've done it again.
Sevendust, innit?
End of review. See you later,
Yeah.
folks. Thanks for
I mean,
watching.
mate, it's whether you like it or not, Sevendust, they're like AC/DC. They're like Maiden, they're like Airborne, they're like Tool. If you like the band, you can just rest easy knowing that when you put the CD in, when you click play on your playlist or fucking whatever, you know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, some
And it's
some things are some things are
yeah,
certain and reliable in life. Not a
yeah,
lot,
Death and
but
Taxes
Seven
and
Dust.
Sevendust putting out a banger.
Yeah,
Spoiler alert, but it's why would you want anything else? There's other bands who'll fucking deal with doing whatever's trendy or whatever's the fad, or if it's fucking, sometimes you just want a comfort blanket, and Sevendust are the ultimate comfort blanket because they've got a formula, but they still manage to surprise without selling out or fucking whatever, as we'll see when we get through this album.
I think they found the balance in the last couple of albums of being able. They have the familiarity tracks and then they have the experimental tracks and they just sort of slightly step out and then step back in and
Yeah,
then yeah, and if something works, right, we'll keep that and we'll work on that and we'll build on it.
yeah,
And if something doesn't work, that's all right, drop it. And it's not like they just switch to a whole album like that,
yeah.
like another band, other bands may do. That's a trap that they fall
Like I
in.
say,
They
it's
they adapt a new sound for a whole album.
it
They
seems
might
like a lot of sorry, a lot of the press just seems intent on like, oh, it's got to diversify, it's got to be different. Why are they doing the same thing over again? But what's it fucking matter? You
yeah,
know,
good song's a good
if Bring
song.
Me the Horizon want to be a fucking pop band, you let them crack on. You know,
Mm.
they're doing them. Let's just let bands be fucking bands.
Well, it's not only that as well. It's Seven Dust. In the example of Seven Dust, Seven Dust don't sound like anyone else, and no one
No,
else sounds like them. So what?
no, they've created, and that's what pisses me off when it's a new metal band. No, it ain't. They come out in the 90s and they wore baggy trousers for fucking about 5 years. That's about as close as you get to new metal. They are
Yeah,
not a new metal band. They are not. They don't sound like Korn. They don't sound like Deftones. You know, they've got more talent in their asses than all them bands put together, and they know how to write great songs that stand the test of time.
I don't even think new metal's a naughty word anymore. I
Oh
think
no,
new,
it's not a
new
naughty
metal,
word. Don't, I
new
love new
metal's
metal, but
new
it
metal's
just winds
coming
me up.
round again. What is
Yeah,
old is.
yeah. Like I
Well,
say, it's not a naughty word at all.
people
I
ain't
like new
looking
metal.
back so badly on Woodstock '99 if you're on the internet nowadays, folks.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't think it was.
It's no, it wasn't, but it's just a lazy thing because they can't work out, their brains can't work out how to what to label Seven Dust as. Fuck labels, label jars, not people. Seven Dust
Yeah.
is Seven Dust, and they're putting out fabulous music 30 years into their career. You've
Mm.
got no right to be this good, this far in. Being this good, this far in is reserved for bands like Maiden and and legacy bands like that.
Yeah.
But Seven Dust are like, no, here's the rule book.
Well,
Fucking let's
this
go.
is the thing. You've segued quite an observation I've made on the reception of the album, not the album itself, but the reception to it. Now we know, I don't know how long for, but we now know that Sevendust have got the same management as Alter Bridge
Yeah, they have.
and
Yeah,
Creed.
Tim Tournier, I
Um,
think his name is. Yeah,
there's they've used the same producer for the last 4 or 5 albums as well. Now,
yeah,
I think this is
Elvis. Yeah, it's
so. It seems like they've found their Kevin Shirley.
yeah, they have. Yeah,
Um,
that's a good comparison. Yes.
but again, I'm not commenting on the quality of the album. Commenting on the reception to the album. So it feels like to me the media are overreacting to this album. They're overcorrecting, shall I say, to this album. And I want to bring a comparison to Martin Scorsese. Martin, it suddenly dawned on people after banger, Taxi Driver, Raging Bull, Goodfellas, Casino. You know, Martin Scorsese. I can't. How many films has that guy done? And all of a sudden, it hit them. We've never given him an Oscar. That's a bit embarrassing. And then it just went bang and just showered The Departed
Yeah,
in Oscars. And it was like, now, there's nothing wrong with The Departed,
no, it's a great film, but it
but
ain't Casino, is it?
because now of the Oscar awards and the thing, it's kind of like now written in history that this was his masterpiece.
Yeah,
And it's like, no, you missed the masterpiece. Bit like when Oasis, they did Definitely Maybe, What's the Story, Morning Glory. The critics wrote them off, and they did Be Here Now, and they all said it was like this genius album. It was like a piece of shit.
yeah,
It's like they were just trying to jump on the, and yeah, and it's like, and you watch, yeah. So you would think that this is like their best album. It's like the masterpiece by the band, and it's so much in the reviews. I'm seeing, oh, they're finally getting recognition. They've been thingy this whole time, and they've just been pugging away, and they've finally done this, and da 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 da. And it's like, yeah, well, who was fucking ignoring them for the last 20 years?
yeah. That's
Whose
it.
fault's that?
All the people who
And
knew him,
I
if you know,
don't.
you know. And
Yeah, now
we've all fucking known for 25, 20, 25 years, mate.
being on the
Exactly.
bottom level of everything, be it being in bands and being in music journalism, as vague a term as that is, but dealing with PR companies and vaguely, yeah, it sounds like sour grapes because you never made it, but no, I'm sorry to say, folks, like how successful an album is based on how well it's promoted, but also how well it's reviewed is how his exposure is
Yeah,
also how well it's promoted, and it just goes to show that the reason Seven Dust haven't got where they should be is because they've
there's a
not
press.
really had very good PR companies behind them,
Yeah,
and
and the
now they've
press.
got a good
Yeah,
one. All of a sudden, the media that were meant to be above PR companies, that are
yeah. It's
meant to
supposed to be
be
championing the fucking.
they're meant to be telling you, the reader,
Yeah,
what's good, what's not. This is why YouTube has completely fucking taken the floor out from under their feet.
yeah.
And this is why certain places are getting shut down now. You all know who you are. Because, yeah, because, people have gone on YouTube and just started up their own channels and
They're not.
people are going to them and trusting them more because people are going to them like, yeah, like, oh, if I like that album and I like that
Yeah.
album. So if
Well,
this guy's recommending this album, yeah, I mean, it must be worth a
yeah.
listen. And people are
It's
going,
not some wanker who's I've been to university, I've got a degree in fucking journalism. It's like, well, what's that proof? You know, fuck off.
yeah, exactly. And yeah,
You know,
don't tell
we
me,
we've
oh,
all been in the trenches, haven't we? We've all been discovering the same bands. We've all been in the trenches, so we can all trust each other's opinions. They might
yeah,
deviate along the way as they should, but in general, like you say, people come to YouTube because it's a friendly face. We know they're going to make sense. They're not going to give us a load of bullshit. They're not going to talk bollocks, and that. So we've been the ones there, and like you say, finally the press are cottoned on, and it just
and it goes for Blaze Bailey as well.
exactly yes, perennially
Oh, Blaze
undefeated Blaze
Bailey is
Bailey.
this unsung. Oh yeah, well, why is he an unsung hero? Don't tell
Yeah,
us that.
because
I
you
saw it
fucking
as well
ignored
the other
him. Yeah.
day. Completely different subject. Well, it's not completely different subject. Slightly different subject. Female fronted metal shouldn't be a genre or something like that.
Shouldn't be a term they use. That's it. But who
Well,
uses
yeah,
that
well, who
term?
fucking used it then? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, don't. What are you
it's
telling
the
us for?
media.
You're the people that write the articles.
Exactly.
You're the guys that write the fucking press releases. Who
Yeah.
came up with the term? What
That's
you
it.
having to got us for?
And then yeah, he tried to
Anyway,
tell
yeah,
us that we're in the wrong. It's like,
yeah. I didn't start calling female fronted. I
no,
didn't start calling them that.
who in the general terminology uses
Yeah,
that? Oh, you're going to see that female fronted band? No. You're going to see that fucking kick ass new band.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Fucking, it's irrelevant,
yeah.
and it's singing. Is their
So
fucking, if they're metal, you're going to go and see them.
yeah, so sorry, Blabbermouth and Revolver and Metal Hammer and
Fucking
whoever else it
Wham
is.
and fucking
Don't tell
Karat.
me how
Yeah,
fucking underrated Seven Dust are because I've
yeah,
been banging the fucking Seven Dust drum since I was fucking 16.
yeah.
So
I've been there since '98. I was watching them play the LA 2 on the home
I was
tour.
in Baghdad when you was in
Fucking
your
right
dad's
and old, mate.
bag. Yeah.
The home tour. Fucking, it wasn't even a tour. They dipped over here for an
And I
appearance,
also
and
remember the reason maybe Seven Dust didn't quite cotton on is because you gave all their albums shit reviews. Kerrang gave Home a 2.
fuck off,
Pretty
really.
sure it was
Like,
a 2. It might have been a 3. No higher than a 3 though. I'm pretty sure it was a 2.
it's a
Look it
fucking,
up.
it's wall to wall banger, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyone in there, anyone fucking right mind knows it's a wall to wall banger and a modern classic in terms of metal, modern metal.
Yeah. So
But fuck them, we're here now.
frustrations and thingies aside, should we get
Yeah,
into our review?
yeah, shall
Yeah.
we?
Well, we
I
did it at the
mean,
beginning, but
yeah, I mean, again, you mentioned obviously producer Michael Elvis Basket. Um,
he seems to
the
have
geek,
been. They found
yeah,
their
there's
guy.
a reason. There's a reason why, because the last few Seven Dust albums, the last few Alter Bridge albums, they sound like fucking. They sound like
Is this the same guy?
they
Yeah.
sound
I'm
awesome.
looking.
So much weight. I mean, if anyone's watched this channel, watched your channel and seen me pop up, I'm always talking about weight in production. There's nothing worse than having an album that you can hear everything clearly, but it's just got no bollocks to it. Elvis gives you balls, like just
Mm.
when the kick drums, the guitars, the bass, they're there. They're not like, oh, kick drum, yeah, there it. No, it's fucking there, front and center, hitting you right there. And that's why these albums, it gives an album, it gives them a perfect foundation of a good production. There's so underrated good producers. I'll put this geezer up there with Colin Richardson and Andy Sneap in terms
Yeah.
of just doing the business, making albums that sound fucking great. Regardless of what the content is that the band, I mean, he almost throws a gauntlet down to the band. He's like, right, I'm going to make you sound the bollocks. You got to
Yeah, and
crack on with it now.
I read an interview just the other day with Lejon saying, he he pushes him as a vocalist. I mean,
Yeah.
how you push him, I don't know.
Yeah, I know. But
But
to be fair, John's never sound better than this.
Mm.
And that's frightening. I mean, he is probably the MVP of the album for me.
I think he's taken the lead on the last. I mean, there's. I think Truth Killer was set a new standard for the band. To be honest, I thought that was a really really strong album.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And
Um,
it started off out of left field as well, didn't it? With
yeah,
the opening track. But just to throw something there, but it was coming after an equally fucking strong album in um, Blood from a Stone.
yeah. Who did this? Oh, no, he did All I See Is War as well. I'm just going back now to see when they started working with him. Um, I think Kill the Floor. I can't. Did I rate that one? I can't remember the what I said when we did the. I know they self-produced that one. Maybe that
Yeah.
one was. So it looks like All I See Is War is the first one they did with him. So what's that? One, two, three. Yeah. So this is the fourth album, I believe, that they've done with him. I'll tell you what they would be good at this stage is a good live album. I think would.
Yeah, I mean, we've had Southside Double Wide, haven't we, and things like
Yeah,
that,
that
but
was
they've
a
never.
long time ago. It's not like Maiden or Dream Theater or it's like album, live album.
Yeah.
You, you end up like with Deep Purple or where you got more live albums than actual albums,
Yeah.
But no, but just
Excuse me,
a
fucking
good,
it's late. Blood from a Stone, Blood and Stone.
yeah.
It's
But
10 o'clock here, Pete, half 10, so forgive me. But yeah, see, no, but they found him. Like
Mm.
Maiden, like you say, Maiden had Martin Birch to start with, and they went on to Kevin Shirley. They found a guy. They're comfortable with the guy. The guy's comfortable with them, and they bring the best out in each other.
Mm. Yeah.
And I mean, it ain't. I mean, yeah, they do bring the best out in each other because this album is. I've had good feelings about it since they dropped "Is This the Real You," the single a few months back, because you deliberately stayed away from it, didn't you?
Yeah.
But I was like, I was fucking blown away, and I had high hopes for the album, and uh, they've been the hopes have been they haven't let me down.
Yeah, I didn't have any doubts. I know I've
Yeah, that's
long
the thing,
said,
and you know what you're getting.
I long said, I don't know. I just never really take to the song that comes out,
Yeah, you like to hear the
and
context, don't you?
yeah, and a couple of times I've been, well, I'm not sure what I think about this. Not really liking it, and then I get the album, and I'm like, yeah, it makes sense straight away because it's two or three songs in,
Yeah,
like it sets. So yeah, me personally, I just prefer to just wait for the album. It's just me.
yeah.
Um,
And if things are to be believed, I mean, well, they are, but apparently the band went through some shit in the build up to this because I've seen sound bites and talk about that this album might not have even been made. There was some undisclosed shit went on where they were like, do we jack it in? Do we call it a day?
I know I saw something about Morgan saying it was on the discussion's been made.
Yeah, they've been talking about the end because obviously as unfortunately they're closer to the end than they are the beginning, as like most of the
Yeah,
great bands are. But
and
I
I
think it
think
was immediately in danger from what I can gather.
so.
But
It was because of that, not just because it had reached a natural end. Or
possibly, yeah, like I say, I'm not going to try and put words in anyone's
yeah,
mouth
it
or
was a case
put
of
two and two together and make five. But it seems to be that this was a case of this might have been it, like not even come out for whatever reasons. And there's, I think we know Clint was been born again, but I think there's a lot of spirituality in on this album. I think they've almost sort of found each other again. I might be talking bollocks. I don't know, but something has happened that got them through whatever, and
yeah. I mean,
for them to record this album and to actually want to come over to the UK not once but twice.
yeah,
I
exactly.
mean, what the
They've
fuck's
got,
going on
well,
now?
they've
I mean,
finally
that
got
is
decent management now, haven't they?
yeah,
That's always been their Achilles heel, isn't it? They've always like the record label's gone under, or you know,
yeah,
for some reason getting over here has just always been a challenge for them. But now they're coming over quite regular.
yeah, and they're doing a
Um,
proper UK tour as well. It's like 10 fucking dates, I think. It's like that's
yeah,
old school, mate.
yeah, and
Playing some proper grimy venues as well. It's going to be awesome.
yeah, but like you mentioned, Clint has come home, and mind you, I always thought he was because he did the song "Till Death," and he mentioned in interviews then that he had faith.
Yeah, I mean,
So
obviously, America have all the
and they've
Americans they're it's a Catholic country anyway, isn't it? But among other things, but I think now I think Clint's even gone to. I mean, I'm an atheist, so I don't, I fucking know. But to me, he's gone to the next level with it and really
committed.
embraced. You know,
Yeah, but there's always been a vague sort of spiritual tone to Sevendust lyrics anyway. There's always been like
yeah,
even like a simple line like "I thank God above" or something like that. There's always
yeah.
been that slight,
But like I
you
say,
know,
that can be generally in anything. But I
yeah,
think
again, which is what people kind of say anyway. But they've never been.
because Clint's even come out and said you can call this album Christian metal if you want. I mean, they really doubled down on it. I mean, and like I say, I don't their motivations, what they need to get them through the day and all the rest of it. Fair play to them. They do them sort of thing. But if it's enabled them to write an album of this quality, I mean, fucking
Mm,
hell, long may it continue.
yeah, I mean, I think for me, I mean, yeah, it's there if you want it, but it's also there for you
Oh
to,
yeah, it's not in your face. I mean, it ain't.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm
Um,
not saying like that, but it's
oh shit,
if you want to
yeah,
find it, you can. But
yeah,
also, someone like me, it's not. Oh, there you go.
yeah.
I can find what I want from it. I find a very spiritual sense to this album,
Hmm.
Whereas other people might go, be the other side, be the fool, But
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, I think the where it's at, that's at its most strongest is the opening track and the closing track. Um, yeah, the lyrics to one I think are pretty on the nose. Um, and then I really like the last track, Misdirection, because it's kind of like a hymn. Like if you strip the song down, it could be sung like a hymn, and it also reminds me, excuse me, a little bit of like an old Johnny Cash song. Whereas I'm on
yeah,
the mount,
yeah, I'm not a Johnny Cash
I'm,
fan, so you
like,
have
I'm on
to,
the mountain, and the man met because Johnny, they or old country songs anyway. They used to sort of tell a story anyway, didn't they? It'd be
yeah,
normally the crossroads or something,
yeah.
you know. But yeah, that to me, in fact, I even did wonder in the back of my head if Misdirection was a cover of an old song. It wouldn't have surprised me. It's funny enough, Devil Driver did an album a few years ago of old country songs,
Yeah, they did, didn't
all
they? It was a
metaled up. And
completely random thing to
I,
do.
I remember we interviewed Des on the metal show with Gully and Joe at the time, like for that album. And Des made the good point, like those country artists, you think of country now, it's all sterilized, it's all
Yeah,
not sanitized, not sterilized.
sanitized. Yeah,
Um, but he said, the original country boys, they were rebels, they were,
yeah,
badasses, John, how many times did Johnny Cash get arrested? And
yeah.
Willie Nelson and all those
Oh yeah, they were
people.
savages, weren't they?
And they
So
were. He's like, and these were great songs as well. These were fucking badass songs, and we should make them. What would we do if we metaled them up? I'm just looking at the songwriting credits here just to see. There's nothing here saying.
no, I think it's always just been.
No,
I've
maybe it
said,
is written. I mean, fair play one way or the other. I wouldn't dislike it. I was just. I'm paying it a compliment by saying I think it made me think, is this a cover?
yeah, no, it is them. But but yeah, I mean, both songs are. I mean, it's one of Sevendust's best openers,
Yeah, and
and
this, and it's also
one of their best finishes as well. I mean, they're fucking phenomenal
well, it's
songs.
it's a bit. It's what we were saying as well. It is left field for Seven Dust. Misdirection is a very
Oh yeah,
unusual
it's
Seven
it's
Dust
like
song.
fuck me, where are we going here?
Yeah,
I mean, John on vocals as well. I mean, we all know John can sing because obviously he does great backing vocals in the band, and obviously done Projected as well. But for him to do this, it's like fucking hell. Don't get that very often. And I think it's John and Clint together before he even comes into the mix. It's really them thinking. That's what I say. They're they're taking the plan and just fucking with it just a little bit, but it's still a monstrously heavy song when it kicks in.
yeah, and it's still
I
a Seven
fucking
Dust
hell,
song. Yeah,
absolute beast of a song. And the people look like on the Seven Dust, the main fan forum I'm on. The reception to that song has been fucking unreal. I mean, people talk about it, fucking crying and listen to it and everything, and it's like, whoa, that really, really has unlocked a reaction in people.
yeah, yeah. Unbreakable is another standout for
Oh
me.
fucking hell! I
I
mean,
think that's.
I didn't get that.
Mm,
I first they dropped it the day I was driving up to Nottingham to see him. It was actually on my birthday, and I was first thing I listened to when I got in the car, and I was like, oh, I don't know about this. All I did know was what the piano bit that turned into the guitar melody is a proper earworm because I was
yeah.
whistling it like days later. But it's only when I come home it hit me, and it hit me like the front cover of Vulgar Display of Power. It was like boom, fucking hell, I get it.
Yeah.
And it's so, fuck me. I mean, what a song, man. And and Morgan actually sings in that. The My Confession is I'd turn my words into weapons.
Oh, was that Morgan? I
That's
thought that was
Morgan
Clint.
singing. No, yeah, because I thought it'd be John or Clint, but if you watch the video, it's actually Morgan. It was
I'll
like
have to watch the
fucking hell.
video. I've seen. Yeah, now I've
Because
heard the album.
Morgan doesn't really do a lot on this album, like vocal wise. He's in the background with his usual heavy stuff, but nothing really prominent. But then he throws that in, and it's like, well, they're fucking with the plan. just a little bit, just to keep us on our toes. And I mean, you mentioned Unbreakable. For me, the best song on the album, and the best song they've written in 15 years is this the real you?
Funny
Fuck's,
enough,
fuck's sake, mate. I mean,
that was the one you just said it a minute ago. It was like at the beginning of that one. I was like, oh, this is a bit. I'm not sure about that. And then I woke up, fucking like,
yeah,
like just it was just open my eyes at like it was just in my head straight
yeah.
away. I was like, oh yeah, so
Oh,
it begins.
it's a
Yeah,
fucking banger, mate. I mean, the main riff. Dun, 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 dun,
yeah,
dun, 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 dun. That gap, fucking hell, that makes the entire riff. The gap just makes it so groovy and so. I throw shapes in the car. It's dangerous.
yeah. But it's Lad John's vocal melody going
Oh,
over the
fucking,
top of it
it's
as well because
yeah,
it sounds like he's singing like an old soul song,
yeah,
like an old like a Curtis Mayfield's, like one that's
yeah.
got a bit of a beat to it,
But
like
yeah,
a
it's such a swagger to it. It's such a fucking, it's
swagger. That's the word I'm looking
yeah,
for. Yeah.
so groovy. Just swagger, just attitude. It's just, oh my God, it's fucking so good. And the opening three songs, it's probably, I'd argue, it's the best triple threat they've ever done. Certainly up there with Home and Animosity, with One
Well,
Unbreakable,
yeah, this is the
Will
thing.
You. I
I mean,
mean,
it's easy. You're going, oh, it's the best one since this album. But yeah, but we've not actually had a misstep
no,
the
that's
whole
what, yeah, it's
time
fucking
anyway.
bizarre.
So it's
But
not
they
even
just seem to
to
be
me. It's the best album they've done
done
since
since the
the
last
last
one.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but for me, this just seems to be a cut above. I mean, think the way I catalog Seven Dust, they're always. We've had this talk before, haven't we?
Yeah.
Would you rather have three standouts and peaks and troughs, or would you rather have consistent 8 out of 10s?
Yeah.
And Seven Dust to that band, they do write consistent,
Yeah.
but they do still have the absolute bangers,
Hmm.
and they come out every so often. Obviously, and as they go on in their career, they're coming out. Bands they're going to come out less and less often because it's only natural. But this, for me, this album is. I would fight anyone with this, comparing it to Animosity, comparing it to Home, comparing it to Seasons, and Blackout the Sun. It is that good.
Would you? Well, yeah. Would you go watch a show where they play this album in full?
Yep, twice, three times. I'd do the
Yeah.
fucking whole tour.
Yeah.
This is such a fucking good album. And it's not, I mean, you get recency bias, don't you? You're always like, oh, it's fucking great. But
No,
I've
I get it
listened
because
to,
they've done the first four albums now,
yeah,
and personally, I hope they do all of them eventually. I mean,
that'd be mad, wouldn't
when I become a multimillionaire, I'm going to hire them,
it? That's it, yeah.
and I'm going to have like 15 nights, right?
Yeah,
Album
boom.
off,
There you go, yeah.
but I'm working on it.
Yeah, that's it. We'll
Um,
crowdfund it.
yeah, but yeah, I wouldn't feel shortchanged either if they did the whole
Nah,
thing.
I mean, when, when they're throwing out songs like We Won,
Mm.
what the fuck? How the fuck have you got any right to be writing a song this good 30 years into your career? I mean, it's a monster. The main riff, for fuck's sake. I mean, it's just more swagger, more attitude. This is a band. I bet that when they were recording it, they were looking at each other going, yeah, we fucking nailed this one. You know, you get that feeling when you're like, yeah, we're onto something here. And I mean, the chorus, the fucking proper sing along. I hope they play it live. Whoa,
Well, this
we
is the
want,
thing, isn't it?
fucking hell.
As it's happened again. The tours kicked off before the albums come out.
Yeah,
I don't know what goes on with bands now.
it's
You're
mad,
like,
isn't it? It used to be the album would come out, then they go on tour, wasn't it? You know?
yeah, like I saw Silosis earlier this year, and it was like they did like a 5 week tour all through Europe. They're in America now with
Yeah.
what's that other band you like? Bled from Within, is it?
Bleed from Within, yeah, yeah.
Bleed from Within. They're in America now, the
Yeah, I've
two of
seen
them.
some stuff. Yeah, it's
But yeah, they did Europe and the UK, and the last night in London is when the album come out.
yeah,
So what were they playing all the way through?
yeah, that's
Like,
it. Probably playing one song or whatever, you know.
yeah, and it's like with Megadeth, we saw Megadeth.
Yeah.
the album weren't even out. It was
No,
the Dystopia tour, and Dystopia weren't even.
yeah, it was
It's
mad,
like the
wasn't it? They
second from
played like
last
two
song.
songs.
Oh, here's a song off the new album, and yeah, I don't know if it's because of the timing of factory like presses for the
Yeah,
because
it's got to be
everything's hung
something in
up
it. I mean,
on the vinyl pressing now. But yeah, it's weird. But Seven Dust. I mean, granted, they did the thing opening for Alter Bridge, so I guess that's like whetting people's appetite for
yeah,
the new
because
album coming.
they played "Is This the Real You" on that.
But what's the they're doing the tour now with Atreyu. Has that
Yeah, the
already started?
Fire from the Gods. Yeah, it's about 5, 6 dates in, I think.
Yeah, all right. So I guess one or two. Like, right, you could. They've got singles out, aren't they? So they could play them,
Yeah, I
and
think
then
they
they
are
can go
playing the
right.
first three singles.
Album release. We can
Yeah,
then,
you'd hope
you
they
know,
would throw in. I mean, I'm begging, guy, if anyone watches this, please fucking play "We Won" because it's such a song, man.
because they're opening with Home at the moment, aren't they? Home and
Yeah,
then Denial,
yeah,
which is cool. But I'm wondering by the time they come round to us,
yeah, because
this would have been
yeah,
out for a while by then, and
yeah, exactly. I
yeah,
mean, because we're going to be the last dates of the year, and who are they kidding that they're not going to have another tour in between the one they're doing now and then when they fucking because we all know they're machines, aren't they? When they go out on the road, they just fucking tour.
mm,
So
yeah. I wonder when's this current tour end in a month.
ends at the end of this month.
If they were doing festivals, it would have been announced by now, wouldn't it? Festivals get,
Yeah, yeah, they're
mind
not.
you, how many festivals are there now? They're
Yeah, that's
only
it.
on a couple.
They tend to do all the festivals in the States, don't they? Because obviously,
Yeah,
pretty much every state has a fucking metal festival that runs for 3 days.
yeah. Right. But yeah, any other highlights before we go?
I mean,
I mean,
even the filler, most bands would cry themselves to sleep over. Do you know what I mean? Stuff like Blood Price and the Drop, I mean, and Bright Side. Fuck's sake! I mean, it's just unbelievable. And every single chorus is like, oh, there's not one chorus that's missed. Every
oh
single
well, yeah,
one.
but that's them all over, isn't
Yeah,
it?
but again, they're on. They've taken it to, that's why I said we've gone from being the usual consistent stuff to we're up here now. We're up here with the very best that they've ever done.
Mm.
And like I say, every single chorus and LeJohn is just. If I'm butchering, I never knew how to pronounce his name. Legion or LeJohn. I do apologise butchering it. Please, someone set it straight in the
Even they
comments.
call him LJ. So
Yeah, LJ. I mean, he is absolutely smashing this album. His vocals are just fucking, you know, probably up there with the best he's ever done.
yeah,
The guy's a freak of nature,
mm.
absolute freak of nature.
Yeah. No, he's awesome. He's always been awesome, and yeah,
Yeah,
he's only getting better with age.
that's it. Yeah,
So yeah. So here it
but
is,
no,
folks.
it's
Seven Dust,
yeah,
do it again, and don't
yeah.
let the
They
media tell you that it's been this. They've just
no,
come out of nowhere.
yeah, overnight
They,
success story. Yeah,
yeah,
fuck off.
no. Well, it's taken 15 albums to achieve this overnight
Yeah,
success. In the words of the great philosopher LL Cool J, don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years.
yeah,
And
fucking right.
yeah, I mean, again, this to us is just another addition to a fantastic body of work.
Oh
Can't
yeah,
believe it's been 15 albums. And
yeah,
yeah, this
banger
like I
after
say,
banger, and go
as I
and
said
buy
about
it.
Truth Killer in the retrospective, only a band that's 14 albums in can make an album this good. And it's
Yeah,
yeah, I say it now on this 15th album. It's only a band that making the 15th album can make an album this good.
yeah,
And it's and they've earned every penny. They've done it, one fan at a time. This band have done it they've gone the long way round. And but you know what? I think they've become a better band for it. There's
oh
been
yeah, they
bands
are.
that have been around the same time as them that have got bigger, but have crashed and burnt. There's been bands that have put out stinkers. Seven Dust, a little bit like Testament in that way. They've just
Yeah,
are overkill. They've just chugged along nicely. They've got a good management underneath them now. They're on Napalm Records as well, which I think is the perfect sized
yeah.
label for them for a
Yeah,
band.
they are a good label. It does seem to be. Them and Earache at the minute. Earache are really fucking pushing some bands as well, and it's nice to see labels because
Well, Earache have kind of reinvented themselves, haven't they? Because Earache were like an extreme metal
Yeah,
label, and
they have.
now
Yeah, I mean it's.
now they're a
I mean they're
country
helping.
label.
Yeah, but they're helping.
I'll
They're
tell
helping.
you what, they've gone full circle though, because Skin Dread
It's good to see
have just
Skindred at number one, man.
number one. But where was Skin Dread beforehand? Dub War.
Yeah,
Dub War were on Earache.
earache. Yeah,
And Earache, had the worst reputation with
yeah,
Polkas and Iron Monkey and Napalm Death. It all went pear shaped. And I think Dub War actually, well, I can't say too much because, well, fucking, what are they going to do? Sue me? I've got fucking thousands things. But um, the word on the street was that Polkas had to split up on paper just to get away from the label.
fucking hell.
Polkas actually carried on under a different name, but it didn't quite work. No one wanted, they couldn't get the new project off the ground. And when Skindred first formed, it was actually three quarters Dub War. So I'm wondering, was it the same sort of thing?
Yeah, I mean,
But either way, around that time, with Iron Monkey was another one. Um, I put it this way: when two different bands, Iron Monkey and Napalm Death naming, like literally their album titles was because of you. Iron Monkey put out "Ruined by Idiots." It was a live album,
yeah,
and Napalm Death, "Enemy of the Music Business,"
yeah,
and their entire album was basically slagging the
yeah,
label. So the fact that Dub War were on that top label at that time, it couldn't have been that they were the only band that had a good relationship with them.
yeah,
To go full circle back onto Earache and be number one,
yeah,
yeah, it's a funny old world, isn't it?
yeah.
As Captain Jack Sparrow would say.
That's it.
Uh, but yeah, and yeah, Skin Dread as well, another great band. I mean, again, I
Yeah,
first saw Skin Dread when I was 16. They were opening for 1 minute silence. And like I say, man, that band, they did it one gig at a time,
yeah,
but they fucking did it.
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah. They're
congratulations
like
to them
I
as well.
would compare them. They got an equally good body of work. So Skindred and Sevendust. It'd be nice to and
That'd be a good
I
tour.
think they have
Yeah,
toured together in the States. I think Skindred
it
went
must
out.
have at some point. Yeah, over
They
the
did. I
years.
remember
Yeah,
because they did a meet and greet with Benji.
I think Benji was on the first He was on the first Soulfly album.
Yeah, he was.
Mm.
Yeah, I remember we did a meet and greet with fucking Skindred, and I was wearing a Sevendust top, and he was like, "Oh, that band are awesome." We went out, they took us out on tour, and they're such nice guys. I mean, so they've been fucking paying it forward for 25 years, Sevendust, and if it takes a bunch of wankers in the press finally coming alive, so they actually get some notoriety and get some more fans and stuff like that, then good on to them because they've done it the hard way.
Yeah, exactly. And
So go and buy this album; it's a fucking banger, and
absolutely,
it's well
yeah.
worth your time. Can't
And
put
that's
it.
the thing as well, guys. There's a little lesson. I know I'm getting philosophical lately, but chase the good. Don't chase the reward. Everyone wants to be as big as Metallica, but
Yeah,
everyone's forgotten how to be as good as Metallica.
yeah,
Okay?
that's it.
Get There's discipline, which is good, but there's also devotion. Fall in love with just doing the thing. All the rest falls into place later.
Yeah,
Don't go just don't get too focused on the reward. Just enjoy doing it. And Seven Dust and Skin Dread are testament to that. It's the tortoise in the hare. So yeah, I think that's about it for now,
yeah.
guys. And thanks for joining me as always, Luke.
No
And
problem, mate. All good.
yeah, I'm well behind with my album reviews. I've got a couple albums here. They're looking at me. And what can I say, guys? Life gets in the way. But I'll be catching up.
Well,
And
we're well
I've got
behind as well,
some.
aren't we? Still got
I'm working on
Pantera
a couple
cast,
of different retrospectives, and yeah, Pantera Cast has got to carry on as well.
Maiden
So
cast, Maiden cast. We're still an album shy.
oh yeah,
Smith Kotzen.
yeah, yeah, we've got to do that one as well, aren't we? Due to
So yeah, we'll
public
get there,
demand.
guys.
But
But
yeah,
like this, please, because it helps Joe's algorithm.
yeah, the algorithm. Yeah, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Basically, I said bye about 5 times, so yeah. Anyway,
Take it
guys,
easy.
I've not forgot you. Don't forget me, and be good. And if you can't be good, be
Be
metal.
metal.